So I'm at the spot that started it all. That's right, when Stonebriar Mall was completed in the summer of 2000, Frisco really became a legitimate option for people and the northern migration really began. So if you're thinking about moving to Frisco, Texas with a budget of around $400,000, then in this video, I'm gonna show you some different homes in the $300,000 to $400,000 price point so you can get a better understanding of what you can come to expect in this price range. So if that's what you're looking for, then we're getting into it right now. Hey ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for the most thorough deep dive into all things Dallas, Texas, well, this is the channel that helps you do that. So I invite you to subscribe down below. Make sure you tap the bell for notifications so that you can stay up to date on the current market here in Dallas, Texas. We drop new videos every single week. My name is Jimmy Webb Jr. I'm a local real estate agent, born and raised here, and we're getting tons of calls and emails every single day from people just like you who are ready to make a move here in Dallas, and we absolutely love it. So if you are thinking about buying or selling here in the Dallas area, then you gotta reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you wanna jump straight to a Zoom with us. That is our favorite, but whatever way is easiest for you, we've got your back when making a smooth move here in Dallas, Texas. Frisco, like we're here today, we're hanging out at the Star. This is the Cowboys headquarters now. And so you got the Ford Center, that's the indoor facility. You've got the two outdoor practice fields in that corner back there. You've got the Omni Hotel right here. And then you've got Cowboys Fit, which is one of the best gyms in all of Dallas. And then right above that, you have the Cowboys Club, which is a membership only. It's really like a big old restaurant slash bar slash meeting place. So you can take some clients up there. The cool part about it is it's all glass on that side. So you can literally look out and watch the Cowboys practice while you're meeting with a client. I mean, how cool is that, right? So, hey, we've done a few videos on Frisco. So, if this is your first one, then first of all, welcome. And second of all, let's just cover some quick foundational pieces of information that you really need to know about Frisco. So believe it or not, this was all farmland, okay? Not even like 20 years ago, okay? But what that did is it gave Frisco the opportunity to really master plan this suburb out, and they've really done a great job with it, right? And they've gotten some recognition for it as well, right? Just ranked the #1 best place to buy a home in the entire country, according to the recent Wallet Hub study that just came out. And by the way, Dallas suburbs held 4 of the top 6 on that same list. So I'm glad you're here, and hopefully subscribe as we dive into everything Dallas has to offer. But a big reason why people are drawn to Frisco has got to be the schools, right? So Frisco ISD has a real priority of keeping the class sizes small and really keeping that student to teacher ratio really favorable to the kids, right? So that they get that attention that they really deserve to be successful. And then safety is also another big thing, right? You aren't gonna see any homeless people roaming around, and the crime rates are remarkably low as well, right? So now that we've covered some of the basics, let's head to that first home and show you what's going on in this price point, shall we? Let's cruise. All right, welcome to the first neighborhood. So this home that we're gonna feature right here is going for $325,000. 3 beds, 2 baths on 1,500 square feet, which is gonna put you at $209 a square foot. And this home was built in 1999 on 0.14 of an acre lot right here. And you are gonna have a 2-car garage, but I know you don't see the garage from the front side. So what's pretty common here in Dallas is the idea is to protect the front side curb appeal. And the way that they do that is they have alleys that connect you to your garage on the back side of the home. So here, I'll kind of show you. I'll walk down here a little bit. So you got a 2-story one going on right here. But if you can see that alley, that's where the alley is, and then it'll lead you all the way to really everyone's garage access on the back side of everyone's home back there, right? So That's kind of the idea. And that is one thing, if you didn't know, you're definitely gonna want to have a car here in Dallas. We are pretty spread out, and public transportation isn't too sophisticated. Like, I mean, it's nothing like New York or Chicago or anything like that, right? Especially in Frisco, like you don't even have really any access to the DART out here. And so the other thing too is you are going to have the tollway that's going to run right through the middle of Frisco. So that's an extra cost that you're going to have to take into consideration when you are thinking about Frisco here. So you know, that tollway is kind of the main way to the main highway really that goes north and south here in the DFW Metroplex, and really, like I said, it goes right through the middle of Frisco out here, right? So the styles in here are really going to be dominated by that traditional brick style of home. Of course, you know, every now and then you'll get like some of the indentations right there, so you'll have different patterns with the brick and things like that. You'll have some I see some black shutters over there. You know, no shutters here and none there, but you've got some on that side. I just stepped on something kind of slippery. Luckily I didn't fall, but anyway, we'll keeping it rolling. On the inside of the one that we were featuring, you are gonna have that open floor plan that everybody loves. No vaulted ceilings in that one, but I do show them in the next homes that I will show you here. You do have crown molding on both the top and the bottom, and that one in there though. And then the only thing that's kind of outdated in that home are the countertops in there. So that's really the only thing that I would really change in there, but otherwise completely move-in ready on the inside. You know, this, again, I mentioned this was a 1999, or that was a 1999 house, probably a late 90s neighborhood in here. I mean, you can see some of the trees. You got some of those bigger trees out here in this neighborhood out here. This is kind of an older, more established part of Frisco over here by the Plantation Golf Course over there. And there you go, America and Texas representing right there. But yeah, that Plantation Golf Course is a really cool neighborhood, by the way. Obviously a little bit more established, and then the golf course kind of weaves in and out through the entire neighborhood. So you might be able to find a home that backs up right onto the golf course, which is, I live on a golf course right now, and I don't know if I'll ever not do that. So very, very tranquil, very peaceful, being able to, you know, step out on the balcony and look out at a peaceful golf course back there. But anyway, yeah, landscaping in here is pretty good. I mean, everybody's taking pretty good care of their lawns. I mean, some of the lawns are a little bit dead, you know, they're not using their Scott's turf builder or whatever that stuff is called. So it's not quite as green maybe as it could be, but you know, we are kind of on this, you know, the starter price point right here. So you gotta be able to forgive maybe just a little bit. But you are pretty close as well to, so I mentioned the Plantation Golf Course. You're also gonna be pretty close to, I mean, the highway's right there. So getting over to Stonebriar, I mean, you're literally 2 blocks away from the highway, and getting over to Stonebriar is just 1 more block. So getting right there is super easy. Getting over to Legacy West is right there as well. And then the Star right across the tollway would be right over there, maybe less than 10 minutes away right there. So you've got access to a lot of everything over here. You got the grocery stores, you've got pretty much, again, I mean, really everything that you need out here, right? So you do have a community pool in this area as well. So that's a big plus. So if you don't have a pool in your backyard here, then obviously you can go to the community pool and maybe meet some of your neighbors out there. So anyway, yeah, I think this will do a pretty good job for us here. So let me take you to the next neighborhood and I'll drive you through it like I did this last one, and I'll see you there. Okay, welcome to the second neighborhood we're whispering because we've come across a bunny right here. You can see him under the tree. So every now and then, in some of these neighborhoods, you'll see bunny rabbits, hopping through the neighborhood and things like that. So, and maybe he'll come up to me and maybe I can pet him like the cat did in Grand Prairie, who knows? But anyway, so here we are in the second neighborhood. This home that we're gonna feature right here is going for $345,000, 3 beds, 2 baths on 1,600 square feet, which is gonna put you at $213 a square foot. This home was built in 1998 on 0.15 of an acre right here. And again, you're gonna have that 2-car garage on the back side that you'll have access through the alleyway on the back side over there. Traditional brick style. You've got the black shutters right there, which are a nice touch. And then on the inside, you're gonna have that open floor plan, vaulted ceilings. Pretty much everything is updated. The kitchen is absolutely gorgeous, actually, except for so only the bottom cabinet. The top cabinets are fine, but the bottom cabinets are painted this like light purple lavender kind of color. So not my personal preference, but hey, if you like the color purple, then you might love it. So that would be the only thing I would change inside of that house, really. But as far as the neighborhood goes, it is that 1998, so you're gonna have a little bit bigger trees as far as Frisco goes. And we're gonna try to sneak up on the bunny rabbit over here as I show you some of these other homes over here. Okay, so let's see. You see him? Let's see how close we can get to him. Hey, bunny. Oh, there he goes. He's taking off. He's got that little white tail. That's cute. Okay. Anyway, well, that was fun. Hope you enjoyed that. But yeah, everybody in here is gonna be taking care of their yards. This is a really nice neighborhood, very quiet as well. It's kind of crazy too, because so you've got Rollator just across the way over there, but you can't hear anything. But Rollator isn't, it is a main road, but it's kind of like a secondary main road, if that makes any sense at all. Okay, so yeah, so again, very quiet back here. You are gonna be close to you have 121, which is the highway, which is right over there, not too far away, and then that'll give you easy access. We're really close to Stonebriar Mall, and right across the way you've got Legacy West and everything like that. So if you want to take your spouse on a nice little date night over there, probably, I don't know, from here maybe 6.5 minutes away from right here. So yeah, not too far away at all. The shopping center that I'm actually going to show you next is right up the street over here as well. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Yeah, pretty close to the schools. The schools is actually right over here, just a block, maybe like a block and a half that way. So you're pretty close to, you got access to a lot of stuff in here. And yeah, that's one of the questions that we get a lot of times about Frisco is, okay, well, I'm kind of far from Dallas, so am I staying in Frisco? How often do I go to Dallas, right? So the answer is this: once you're in Frisco, you're pretty much gonna stay in Frisco. You have everything that you really need up here. Unless you're going to like a Mavs game or something, or Stars game. Stars games are better, by the way, but anyway, that's my personal preference. But if you have something that's specific to downtown Dallas that you're going down there for, maybe you're going to the state fair or something, right? But other than that, you're pretty much gonna stay in Frisco, and just because of everything that Frisco has, it really allows you to do that, right? So anyway, this should give you a pretty good idea of what's going on in this neighborhood. There's Rollator right there. So, it's literally right there. They've got some nice landscaping going on right there with the cool bushes and that kind of spirally tree. I don't even know what that's called. I gotta look that up, see what that is. But anyway, with that being said, yeah, let me show you that shopping center so you can get an idea of what's going on there. And then I'll take you to the next couple of houses so you can see those, okay? See you then. All right, real quick, I wanted to show you one of the shopping centers here in Frisco, just so you can kind of get an idea of, you know, what they look like and what all is in here. So we're at the Preston Ridge Center right now. So you have this cool little centerpiece right here. So at the bottom, you know, it outlines, you know, the origins of Frisco and of Preston Ridge specifically. So that's kind of a cool little feature right there. But then here are what the storefronts look like. So as you can tell, very new. Very clean, very well taken care of, right? This is some of the smaller shops, of course, and then on this side where I was, you know, you have a lot of the, let me get this tree out of the way. So, well, that big tree is kind of blocking it, but you can see the outlines of the Best Buy store right there. You've got Staples, you've got Marshalls, you've got DSW shoes, you've got a Target on that side over there. You got Gloria's Mexican cuisine, more on that side. So some of the best Mexican food in Dallas. They do some salsa dancing on the weekends as well. But then on these smaller shops, so first of all, you have this, then you have another row on the back side of this, and then you have a similar thing going on over there. You have another row on the back side of that. I mean, it goes for, there's two sections. So you have this one, and then you have another section right over there. You have, you know, Salata salad bar right here. You've got a Chipotle on the end. I've eaten there a time or two. You've got a Blaze Pizza right here. So you're gonna have a lot of, you know, restaurants, whether they be chain or non-chain restaurants. You're gonna have some boutique shops in here, like the Amish furniture showcase, you know, like, I don't know if Amish furniture is a chain or not, but you know, you're gonna have quite a few, you know, some variety in here as well. So really, whatever it is that you're looking for, you'll really be able to find it in one of these shopping centers, whether it's big box store or something more on the smaller side. So really, whatever you're looking for, even if you need yourself a nice little frozen yogurt treat in the middle of it, you've got one of those right there as well. So just want to give you a little bit of a sneak peek in here so you can kind of see what it looks like. But with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood, and I'll see you there. All right, welcome to the third neighborhood. You got some nice neighbors having a conversation back there, but this home that we're gonna feature right here is going for $375,000, 3 beds, 2 baths on 1,800 square feet, which is gonna put you at $211 a square foot, built in 1996 on 0.15 of an acre lot right here. And you are gonna have the 2-car garage on the back side that, of course, you'll access via the alley, like I mentioned earlier, right? And then in this neighborhood, it's again gonna be dominated by that traditional brick style of home. But on the inside of this one, ladies and gentlemen, we stumbled across quite a gem right here. Apparently, they just remodeled this one and they really did a great job. So you've got that open floor plan, vaulted ceilings, pretty much everything is upgraded. And my favorite part is in the master, they added a barn door that leads into the bathroom right there. So anytime you can put a barn door in here, I think that's a great touch, especially here in Texas. So I tip my cap to whoever remodeled this home right here, because they did really a phenomenal job. So, but yeah, this neighborhood, again, mid-90s. So, you know, you're gonna have the pretty mature trees right here. I'll show you as we get further down there. You can kind of see them from far away, but it's nothing like the new construction neighborhoods with the little baby trees, right? You're actually, you know, it feels like an actual, you know, a real suburb out here with the big old trees. I really like the big old trees out here in the streets, right? So, but yeah, landscaping is good. You know, everything's pretty well kept, taken care of. Pretty quiet as well, you know. You do have a street right there, but I mean, you don't really hear it, right? I mean, you got plenty of things blocking it, plenty of trees and a wall as well, of course, fencing as well. So here's another one for sale actually. So got a nice looking home right there. But yeah, you're gonna be close again. You're gonna be close to the tollway, close to Stonebriar, close to Legacy West over there. You got, of course, the Star District as well, right over there. So you've got access to all the shopping, restaurants, everything that you really need out here, as well, as is sort of custom here in Frisco, right? But yeah, one thing that I wanted to mention is, you know, a lot of our clients, you know, they come, and when they're looking at Frisco especially, they're like, okay, I want as new as possible, maybe new construction, or like, you know, within the last like year or two, right? And so, you know, one thing that, you know, if you're new to the channel, listen, I'm the guy who likes to bring the cons to the table that you may or may have not thought about yet. And so there is a trade-off with new, of course, right? And so, first one is, you know, I call them baby trees, okay? They're not even adolescent trees yet, okay? They're still baby trees out there. So, you know, that's one way that you can tell how new a neighborhood is by the size of the trees out there. So, you know, again, I like these big old trees like this, right? And so that's going to be a trade-off. You're also going to have a little bit smaller lot sizes in those new construction homes as well. You know, the demand out here in Frisco, the builders knew that as well, and so they tried to cramp in as many homes as they possibly could out here, right? And so lot size are going to suffer a little bit. And then your neighbors, a lot of your neighbors are going to be new to the area as well. And so, you know, personally, I like it when, you know, your neighbors have been there for a while and they know all the secret spots, and they can let you in on, okay, who does this, who's the best at that, right? So that's kind of something that kind of gets overlooked sometimes as well. So just want to plant that seed right there. You know, that's all I'm trying to do. But if you want that new construction, we can definitely get that done for you as well. So, but listen, I think if you can look at getting into something a few years older, maybe had only one previous owner before you take it over, right? I think you can get it at a better price per square foot as well. That's the other thing. So yeah, welcome to the channel. I like to keep it real out here. So yeah, but I think this will give you a pretty good idea of what's going on in this neighborhood. And as I back up to this beautiful tree right here, I will bid you adieu for now until the next neighborhood, which will be our last neighborhood. All right, I'll see you there. All right, welcome to the fourth neighborhood. So this home that we're going to feature right here is going for $399,000, 4 beds, 2.5 baths on 2,500 square feet, which is going to put you at $161 a square foot. Built in 1997 on 0.18 of an acre, a lot right here, and you're going to have the 2-car garage that you can see right behind me. Again, you're going to have that traditional brick style really dominating in here, and on the inside you're going to have that open floor plan. Of course, once again, you do get the vaulted ceilings here. You got the wood floors pretty much throughout in this one, and then you got the stone fireplace as well in the living room, which is a nice little touch. You might do some cosmetic changes based on, you know, of course, your personal style and preference and things like that. So but definitely move in ready, right? I mean, you could definitely move in and then change those things later on, you know, after you kind of come in and gotten established, right? So, but yeah, this one in particular is, so I mentioned the Plantation Golf Course. We're here right now, and I'll actually show you some of the golf course here in a second. But yeah, I mean, this is 1997 or late 90s. So, you know, you've got the big trees kind of, you can see there, and then you can kind of see through there as well. So a little bit more mature trees, a little bit more established in here. And then yeah, I'll walk you over to the golf course, because we actually get to there's a green right over here, so I'll show you that real quick. But yeah, everybody's taking really good care of their lawns in here. You know, you're not gonna have any messy lawns or anything like that. No extra stuff that shouldn't be in anybody's lawns, of course, out here. So yeah, Frisco is they're pretty strict on that. They're gonna keep everything pretty clean out here. Very quiet, as you might imagine, on a golf course, of course. Here I'm gonna try to get some elevation so we can get a good view for you guys out here. But yeah, again, you're gonna be pretty close to 121's literally 2 blocks that way, and then you've got Stonebriar, another maybe block going over to the west, and then obviously Legacy area, shops at Legacy West, one more block or one more major street over on that side. So you've got access to tons and tons of stuff right around here. So and then you have these views, right? So living on a golf course myself, this is hard to pass up, of course, right? So you got the creek right here. So now, yeah, some of these have, you might be able to see through there, that little golf cart path. There's a little dip down there, and there's a little, I don't know if I would call it a creek. It's more of a man-made kind of waterway, so to speak. So it's not really a creek, but hey, at least it's not just all fence back there, so you have a little bit of a, I don't know if I would call it a green belt as well, but you get what I'm trying to say. It's a little bit different, right? So and then being out here on the golf course is obviously a nice little change of pace out here, of course. So but yeah, this is really nice out here. This neighborhood gets overlooked sometimes just because a lot of well, not just our clients, but I feel like a lot of people want that just brand new when they come to Frisco, right? And so these kinds of neighborhoods get overlooked sometimes, but I think you can really find some really nice situations out here, especially in this price point out here. So they don't come up often in this neighborhood specifically, but hey, that's why you got to have us working for you, so we can let you know when something that fits inside of your parameters pops up on the market, right? So and that's the other thing too. So the reason why I always mention the price per square foot, by the way, is because so for you guys coming from California and New York and Chicago, Illinois, Seattle, places like that, right? You guys might not believe me if I didn't tell you the price per square foot on each home, right? And so yeah, I mean, to get some of these homes for right around $200 a square foot, I mean, compare that to California, where the average is more like there's a big worker truck passing right there, so hopefully the noise isn't too bad. But yeah, California, I mean, the average is right around maybe $1,000 a square foot type of thing. And so to be able to get these kinds of homes at around $200 a square foot, I mean, you really can't even, it's not even a comparison, right? So pretty clear winners out here, I think. So so you guys coming from California, New York, those different kinds of places, yeah, you come out here and you'll be able to have a lot more, you'll be able to live like a king out here in Dallas, that's for sure. So but to give you a little recap here on this price point, so majority of these homes in this price range are gonna be a little bit older. They're gonna be resales, right? Might have one previous owner, maybe two, right? Depending on, of course, the situation. Of course, there are outliers, right? But again, I think you can really find some really great deals out here. The 3 bed, 2 bath combination is gonna be the most common, with the open floor plan. Of course, again, with some outliers. Not really getting into the game room or the media room size just yet, but hey, that's why you have to watch the next. Listen, I did a video on all the different budgets on, breaking it down $100,000 at a time, right? So if you're thinking about, well, maybe I might be able to, make some things happen to move up a little bit in my budget, well, maybe watch the next video in the series and see if you can be persuaded, right? But Anyway, hey, if this is where you want to be, then of course you got to reach out. You know, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump on a Zoom call. You know, you guys know my face. I'd love to get to know you guys and learn your story and what you guys are looking for, what's important to you in your next home. And hey, if you found this helpful, then hey, tap that like button down below. Definitely helps us out. Appreciate you doing that. And make sure you're subscribed as well. And I'm telling you, you know, the next video that we drop, you do not want to miss, okay? So make sure you tap the bell for notifications while you're down there, all right? And hey, if you're continuing your research here, I want to invite you to tap on the Dallas, Texas Living name below and head to our main channel page where you can use the search bar in there to look up whatever it is that you're interested in, right? So maybe it's a specific topic or a specific area that you're really keen on. Odds are I've made a video on it, and if for some chance I haven't, then let me know in the comments, and I'm happy to bump up the priority based on the demand that you guys want these videos on, right? So, right, I do this for you guys, right? So whatever you guys want, I'm happy to deliver it for you. And by the way, I respond to everybody in the comments, so let me know what's on your mind, and let's get that conversation flowing down in the comment section. And yeah, if you don't know where to go from here, then you should see some videos popping up on the end screen right now that can definitely point you in the right direction. You know, of course, we do a ton of different styles of videos on this channel. So whichever one is popping out to you, make sure you click on that one right now. And yeah, until the next video, I'll see you around town.